Sitting offering a general reading. As always, take what resonates. Question on the table is, what's under the mask? Or what is the sun delightfully shining light on and casting a shadow too that needs our attention or needs your attention? So beginning with the mask. A mask can have functions, right? We wear a hat for work, set boundaries in situations and within yourself of what's appropriate, what's not. Sometimes those masks become walls between you and another human, between you and your own heart. And there's also masks in the political arena or whatever arena you can bring to mind. So it's not all bad. It serves a function, just like any behavior has some sort of coping function, served a purpose at one time. So looking at that mask that may need to come down. Sometimes this bigger decks are hard to shuffle. I think of this, when I see a swan, I automatically think of the story of the ugly duckling. And notice that each bird, and even the woman here, has something around her neck, the seat of her truth. Is there a mask? Is there a holding? Is there a tightness around your truth? Notice it's also at the bust line too. So where is the mind to heart coming together, and is something else blocking that inner dialogue? But also there could be an outer dialogue coming in, the mask over the nose. Think of, lies, but those lies might not be your own lies, but perhaps coupled with the idea of transformation, that there's a story, a lie you were told, something someone said you couldn't do, or that you weren't good enough. And so are you telling those lies to yourself and not allowing yourself to blossom into your own truth, your own light? And with the retrogrades coming into play, some of those lessons are coming back, and perhaps in the current situation, you're beginning to see your truth and letting those cycles close out and opening up to that new possibility of what you can be, and starting to stand your ground, and perhaps not being so protective, not so much red tape within. Bottom of the deck. Excess. This would be like your devil card. Fear unveiling, any sort of excess behaviors, thought patterns, disillusionment. Notice the contrast here in colors. Just that idea of something this coming to light versus something toiling in excess, blame, guilt, shame, those sort of things. Number 2, marrying within. Rose-colored glasses coming off. Speaking, notice it's her nose covered, it's not the lips, so she still has the ability to see and speak. Clarify. Getting a little bit more here. Words of wisdom, perhaps. Queen of Swords. Is there a trap from the past that's holding you back? And is it time to let go and move on, right? And what baggage will you take with you, and what will you leave behind? And how's the cosmos kind of coming in to light the way, to light the fire for you to move on? The Queen of Swords, she can sit on her throne and be kind and not, right? And it depends. Are the weapons used for defense? Are they used to put up a wall? And is it time to let that trap of the past go and sit still on the throne, beyond those fears? Okay. And I read this Eight of Swords a little bit different than I would another Eight of Swords. So if you read the tarot and familiar with the Queen of Swords, you might see that a little bit different. What is the self-talk tape that you are playing? What vices are you still holding on to? And are you looking back or moving forward? There's an opportunity to go forward, to close out cycles. Yay, that was a good one. Okay, nurture this growth, change, and opportunity. Clarity could be coming in. What awareness or focus would help to kind of allow this transformation and truth to come to light? Look ahead, look above. While you still have to look back and clean up, move on, right? Doesn't mean that you keep looking back. It's like you go in and take care of business and get going. Right? Don't linger with these dramatic goodbyes. And listen to the whispers of the wind. Listen to the whispers of the wind. How is Spirit speaking to you? And what do you desire? What is the seed, the fruit? And how are you communicating that desire to take the next step? 12-3, so 1, 2, 3, moving forward to manifest the seed. Are you turning away from that desire? Or what are you turning away from within? And can you sit and embrace what is here for you, what is within, what's at the core, what is that seed that you want to nourish, that you are fully capable of sitting in with? So the Queen of Swords here, where discernment is coming to mind, she is capable of sitting on her throne and she doesn't react. She knows her truth. She embodies her truth, and that energy emanates, and that's enough. That there doesn't need to be a struggle, that doesn't need to be casting out words of blame or shame, right? No holding on to the past. That point where you have that argument and you throw up everything in the kitchen sink, there's no need for that, because the Queen truly knows. She's let go of the burdens of the past. She's learned from them, right? And it's about sitting on her throne and nurturing her empire, being one with herself and the community. And while the Swords is about thoughts, is about communication, in the physical, how can those thoughts and communications that you project out move you forward into this transformative state? So cleaning up the past and opening up. It's interesting that they look away. How can you look in to see, to believe, to feel? I feel like I need one more. Let's go. Layers. Look at the layers. Examine in between the space, so hearing what isn't being said, reading between the lines, looking beyond the veil, and trusting what's there. Okay, there it is. Got 3. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. So loving within or unconditionally loving in a healthy partnership. And again, intuition coming to play here, not needing to prove anything, for there is this knowing. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. So if you are feeling the past strongly and rejecting or putting up a mask within to not feel that, how can you transcend through those feelings to open up? And transcending those feelings are going to help with those triggers. They're going to help keep you, bring freedom beyond those patterns of the past, beyond those unhealthy coping patterns, beyond that bite, growl, or snap that you give. Attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. So if you are retreating, if you are being triggered by the past, any of those things, those are just examples. How is that a signal that you are masking, you are coping, and how can you bring love to the situation within? My fearless freedom lights up the world. So as you begin to work with what holds you back, and you look at that baggage from the past, the storylines that you are told, those storylines that make you feel small, unlovable, unworthy, whatever it is for you, that you start to lighten your load, and it allows you to have inner freedom. And then you can light up the world, and your desire comes with pure intention, and that allows you to step forward lighter and brighter, because the world needs your light. The world needs to see you in your true form as you begin to embrace your divinity, your divine feminine, your divine light, your heaven on earth. Do hope this served well. Take what resonates and dismiss the rest. Sending lots of love and light. Sat Nam.